What do you make of that move that we've seen, and what does it mean for stocks?
So my perspective on this, and I was down here when we were at the sort of denouement of the inversion, and my thesis around it then was that it was not forecasting a U.S. recession. It was reflecting a global manufacturing and global trade recession. So the disinversion now is reflecting a recovery in global trade, which is evident in some of the data as well. For example, last night's Chinese trade data, disregard the export piece, their ordinary imports, which is how much they take out of the rest of the world. When the Chinese heavy industry sector collapsed back in 14 through 16, that went from plus 15% to minus 20. This time, it troughed at minus 8 in around July. It's only falling at a 2% annualized rate. You're seeing decent upward momentum and lots of indications that global trade is starting to pick up. Even in the U.S., right, our ISM report a week ago, the market initially sold off on it and then looked at the export index going from 41 up to 50. Furthermore, all of the equity markets are all pointing at, a recovery in global trade. You guys were talking about CAT right before I got here. Morgan, you pointed out that transports has gone to a 52-week high. So all these things are really pointing towards a recovery in global trade and manufacturing. And that, to me, is what the yield curve is really saying right now. And I agree with Mike. We're right into a very favorable seasonal period. This should extend right through the end of the year. So that's how I'd be thinking about that.
Mark, your take on yields and what it means?
Yeah, so very, very bullish right now. I mean, when you look at how steep the yield curve is, it's probably about as steep as it's been all year. And the thing that really stands out to me is when the yield curve became disinverted, uninverted, whatever you call it, right? Initially, it was because of a bear steepener. So it was the short end of the curve dropping, right? But now what we're seeing is more of a bull steepener where it's the long end of the curve going up, which is good. That's bullish for stocks.